Netflix, what is this? What the fuck is this? Look at these scores, look at these reviews. People hate the show. This show sucks. You've ruined everything. This is the worst show I've ever seen, except for when it's not. And it's actually a really good show, but it's not a good show because it's too busy being bad all the time, except for when it's not. What? But first, I just want to applaud Netflix for screwing up the show this bad, because it's honestly pretty impressive how they ruined the show this much, except they actually made it pretty good. But look at all these people. They all like Cowboy Bebop. They haven't all seen Naruto, they're not all watching hentai every day, but they like Cowboy Bebop. You can go on the street. If you ask 10 people, some of them might say they've seen the show and they might have liked the show. People who don't watch anime, people who just like normal stuff like cupcakes and cookies, they will like Cowboy Bebop. People of all colors, all creeds, everybody likes this show. And transferring it from anime to live action sounds like the easiest thing in the world. You've seen Firefly? Do that, but make it Cowboy Bebop. You know what I mean? Make a fucking grounded sci-fi show, have the sets built, have the clothes built, and then just get a good writer. The characters are all written out for you, the simple premise is all written out, you have the music written out, you have everything already lined up. This should have been the easiest win for Netflix, but you know, in Netflix's style, they came so close, but they just screwed up the most important part. But it all started out pretty good. The trailers I thought were good. Nobody else did. Everybody was fucking talking about how bad this looked. I thought it looked good. I thought the actors they hired were all fine. I liked the early shots and stuff. Everything coming up to the show, I was super excited for. And then the reviews came out, and all the reviews said it was really, 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 really bad. But then everybody started watching it, and this happened. Now, I don't care about Rotten Tomatoes. I don't really care about IMDb. I don't care about any of these generic scoring websites. I say if you really care about reviewing stuff, you should find a reviewer that supports the opinions and stuff you like, listen to them, and if they like it, you'll probably like it. But this is bad. It's really easy to get a high audience score on Rotten Tomatoes. If it's a good movie, you'll get a low score, and if they say the name of a franchise, they'll get a high score. But this is a low score from both. So I was panicking. But you know, who cares, right? I'm just shocked nobody likes it. So I watched the show, and it's actually really good when it's not being really bad, which is all the time. Wait. But screw the reviews, screw all these people, screw audience members, screw critics, screw all of these websites saying it's bad. I'm watching this show and I'm making a review right now. So I watched the show, formed my own opinion, and first thing I noticed was just felt off, you know? Normally I have a green screen background. This isn't a green screen, but if I use the green screen effect, it looks like this. You can still see me move and I'm still talking, but something's wrong here. Something's very wrong here. Couldn't really figure out what it was, but the more I watched, I started to realize that something went really, really wrong with, I think the editing, the directing, the cinematography. There were a lot of little problems that just make everything just terrible. The editing was the first thing I noticed that really screwed up. Every single shot either cuts way too quick or lasts way too long. The editing, this is some of the worst editing I've ever seen. I don't normally notice these kinds of things because editing is there so you don't ever notice it. And God, this is genuinely some of the worst stuff I've ever seen. It's like this. Hey, at least I'm not eating it, big guy. You said it, Spike. Is that a cut? And the cinematography is even worse. You're watching the show and every single shot, every other shot looks like this. It's a Dutch angle with gross black borders around everything. Rewatch the show or just go to an episode, you'll see what I mean. When you notice it, it's really annoying. All the shots look like this, and I don't know why. The set design is incredible. All this Bebop stuff, the ships, everything, the offices, everything looks really good. It has a lot of cool detail to it, but it's all completely obscured by Bebop vision here. apparently, and the original show didn't look like this. I don't know why they thought this was necessary. And on top of that, the cinematographer is like, okay, well, we have that, but let's have some artsy shots in there. So you'll have a scene of them walking, but it'll shift from, oh, here's a leg shot, here's a body shot, here's an arm shot, here's a shot of them going through a Pringles can, here's a shot from over here. Like, you never see what's going on half the time. And then, sometimes, when it's like, okay, let's just shoot it normally, it's great, it's good. You're looking around, everything looks good, the characters have cool stuff going on, there's cool shit happening. Like, it looks good when it's not trying to look good. Do you want to know the worst part? And you want to know something I always liked about anime, and one of the things I like about Cowboy Bebop is that it's not a 40-minute American TV drama. And you know what Cowboy Bebop is? It's a 40-minute American TV drama. But every episode, every time there's like a cool thing going on, you're having fun, oh, we gotta cut back to running out their plot. Okay, great. And Cowboy Bebop, in the original show, handled this great. You'd have episode, intrigue about Spike's backstory. Episode, intrigue. Like they did season. Set it up in the first episode, have an episode about it in the third, have an episode about it in like the second last. That's fine. But you don't need a constant running plot. Like, Bebop never had that, and it doesn't need that. Give that extra time to like making the show about whatever's happening in each episode. It's just so baffling that they're Americanizing it, and it makes me so mad because I don't know. I hate shows that are written like that. It sucks. What sucks? My camera's in low light, so it's doing this stupid black bar thing over every single shot I do, and I just realized that. So, yep, there it's going. Sorry. And then the performances. They're sometimes good. Jet's pretty consistently good. Spike is sometimes good when he needs to be. Faye is... But a lot of the other performances too, they all feel weird, and I think a lot of that is because of the editing, but I think most of it is because of the directing. And you know what else is because of the directing? The writing order, the cinematography, and all the other stuff I've talked about is all because of the directing. So really, the thesis statement here is that this is a pretty good show, but the directing is fucking horrible. But behind all that, there's a pretty good show here. I actually, from time to time, I'm like, damn, this is a lot of fun. I'm glad they made this. Whenever they're just doing stuff that they would do, like going on missions and everything, and it's just holding on the characters interacting and doing stuff together, it's a lot of fun. But then it's just mirrored down by all this other bullshit. But most of the time it's pretty good. And when it's pretty good, it's really good. But when it's not that good, it's not good. But I think for the most part, this is a show that it's not this. It's not any of these. It's like a solid ass show, and I really wish Netflix wasn't making it. And that's the biggest problem with everything here, is that it's a Netflix show. You know what Netflix likes to do? They like to make 10 episode seasons, and then wait 3 years, make another season, wait 4 years, make another season, and then cancel it. They've admitted, I'm not gonna pull up the article, but they've admitted that nothing is worth doing if it's past 3 seasons, like economically. There's no point in them doing it, and they cancel shows left and right, no matter how good they are, no matter how many viewers they get, they'll just fucking can them immediately. And something like Cowboy Bebop, this is like the real chance for it to get a live action show, which I think it deserves, and I think is something that a lot of people want, and I think would add to the original. But this is its big shot. And I'm positive that Netflix is going to be like, okay, we'll give it one more season, and then it's done. And then just not talk about it ever again, and it's gone. And this is the only shot. And, like, the stuff I've been talking about, it all gets a little better throughout the later episodes, and a second season, I'm sure all those kinks can be worked out. I'm sure it all gets smoothed over. It would be a lot better. And then, as the seasons kept going, it would get better and better. All those old shows, like think back to any long-running series you liked, usually they start off pretty bad. The first 2 seasons are usually the worst, and as it kind of gets in a flow, they get better and better and better. That's why we have so many good stuff in the past, is because they all had room to grow. And this has got no room. If it was on a cable, like Sci-Fi or something, it would get like an 18-episode season and a few different seasons and stuff, but it's gonna have no chance to get any better as is, and I think that's the biggest problem here, is that just Netflix is never gonna let it get a shot. So that sucks. Anyway, watch it. Do it. Watch the show, I dare you. Is it good? Is it bad? No. But is it good? I don't know. But I don't know. It's worth watching. There's nothing else to say. I just got 116 subscribers by the time I filmed this, which I mean doesn't sound like a lot, but I don't know. It's nice to like see people actually hearing. I will probably lose some subscribers for this because it's not Ava related. It's also not very good. But I'm sure I'll lose some and gain 2 or 3 or something. But it's a cool milestone to reach. And my next video might be amazing. I have a bunch of stuff scripted. I have a bunch of storyboards out. I don't know if I can get the space I need to film it. But if I can, it'll be really good. And if I can't, I'll figure it out. I'll figure out something. But yeah, I mean, thanks for being here. I usually edit this all in, but I mean, I don't know why I never just said it all. I don't know. It's nice to, because I put a lot of work into these, which is for the result, it's kind of ridiculous. But I put a lot of work into them, and it's nice knowing that like people can like see what I'm doing and like it. I don't know. It's weird, but yeah. Thank you if you're here, and man, I'm in low light. Yeah. Anyway, see you next time.